Take it off, and here we go. Ninja out right away. I think he's staying with the same outfit this game. He did do the reset, so hopefully some of his issues he was having do go away. But I think the one big thing is he's still confident. He's still confident, right?
Rocking a little bit of eyebrow action there, trying to, he's showing him what's up on his way in. We're going Fatal Fields, which is kind of a heavier drop than he's gone the last two games. Avoiding the POIs in a really highly competitive game is actually kind of common. I would be surprised, man, if I could see Tilted right now and see how busy it is. I bet there are not very many players there.
Yeah, I feel like Tilted Towers is probably in a little bit of a different scenario than any normal game. But again, going for one of these more unique type drops, he knows where these chest locations are. Does wind up getting a slurp, not really having the weaponry he wants, but you know what? This is a sacrifice he makes when he goes for these certain areas where he doesn't have these buildings to be able to loot.
A little bit of a safer play is going to be pretty common.
Fat man is smiling and crying for the fact that I pulled that gray SMG from the first chest.
A reference to a joke that Tim has recently made about making a montage of literally him just opening chests and getting only gray SMGs. You see that he pulled one himself.
Where does Tim stack up on these skills in Fortnite?
Oh, Tim is absolute trash. Absolutely terrible.
You know, I thought that's where you were going to go with that one. That's why.
But he's a good-looking man, so it makes up for it. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Absolutely is. As Ninja, he saw someone land at Fatal Fields. You could tell he keeps kind of motioning towards that big barn. Only C4s out of that won't be too helpful, but he does have the blue AR, one of the stronger ranged weapons in the assault rifle arsenal. Started
at least with a shotgun this game too, which is it was a struggle to get there on the first game we saw, and he, in fact, the first game even landed in the same spot. So
still searching for the chest, nothing spawning behind that hay bale right there. Any materials counts. As again, you see, keeps referencing towards that barn, wanted to make sure he's not getting pushed right away. Another gray attack. Shotgun, not exactly what he needs right now. 66 players left, only 9 have been eliminated so far this game.
A little slower than previous ones. We were pushing down into the 50s or 40s by the time the first circle closed previously, and we still have, granted, we do still have 2 minutes and 20 seconds. There's still a lot of opportunity for people to be eliminated here, but it looks like it's time to head out of Fatal Fields and see what else we can find out here.
Ninja just farming materials again, trying to make sure he's prepared for whatever can get thrown at him. And again, you can tell he is locked in. It's so funny to see. Oh,
surprisingly locked in. That was a pretty quick turn to the side. He's going to try and stop this push from the other player. Build up elevation key. The guy's trying to rotate on him, get a little bit of a side build to try and throw Ninja off, and puts a metal ceiling up on the drop down, covers escape potentially. Might have gone in the building. They just got to try and track him down here. Just kind of listening. Of course, things like that. You hear the trap goes down. You got to be very careful entering the building with that. Suppressed pistol fire, suppressed SMG. 107 from the attack to the face.
That's about as much as you can ask for from attack from that range.
Yeah, exactly. Another guy coming in. Player 3 has entered the match. Coming out, attack shotty, and he gets the kill. There we go. Marowak going down. Good finish there, but he does have that player 3 going to roll in here in a sec, and you can see him cutting across through the wood. See the little the blue on the wood. You can see him cutting right to left. He's about west behind maybe the front tree. That's what it looked like.
And again, limited to only 75 HP. Is what plagued him in the first game, or the last game. Sorry. Coming back to bite him again. I think he's still got to be worried about that trap. Oh, you've got to be kidding
Streamer
me.
perks for real?
Oh, I thought he just fell into the trap. I thought he fell into the trap. That's what I was bringing up. Yo, imagine if the guy who wins $2,500 was already dead.
Oh my God.
He's in the bathroom, you know, in a bathroom break between games.
He's frustrated and then boop, gets the kill.
Wow.
That was close.
Wow. Okay, so there's the sigh of relief. 49 players left.
Very low on materials too, by the way. You see 60, 71, 30. He's got to get something going, but from the looks of things, he's watching for the that other player, the one that was still had his eyes on him, that he had take a couple tap fires out. He had some shield damage dealt, about 24 to 30 there.
God's plan.
God's plan.
God's plan.
He avoided the trap. I still can't. I can't believe he
Look at
avoided
this.
that. Is he peeking through the?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he's
no,
peeking
he
through the
sees
crack
him.
right there. Is he?
That's not a thing, is it?
He's gonna get a cheeky oh. Okay. If he hits this, I'm just gonna go home. I'm done.
So he's building that roof to make sure he can't be shot in the back as he goes for the height. Smart play from him, and here comes the engagement now to the player who was just above him. Now Ninja with the height advantage, going to be trying to use this.
Shot 106.
Another great
goes down.
headshot, this time with the blue tack. Remember the blue tack?
Done.
Used to be the purple tack shotgun, but they changed the rarities again. No statistical change, but still an absolutely lethal weapon from close range.
Apparently that rarity change, the color change alone, there was a graph that I saw posted on Twitter from an Epic employee that referenced the kill quantity, the elimination quantity based on the tack versus the pump.
Yeah.
And they basically flipped spots because of that. The rarity alone, I guess, is a pretty big psychological influence.
Placebo
as well.
effect, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. Well, we have to keep stressing. Great Ninja. He's got 200 HP right now, but look at his ammo for his assault rifle. Look at his materials.
Low.
72 total materials. He can build
We might
6
be waiting
walls.
for a long time, guys.
Apparently, camp at the zone is the play here. Sitting in the 1-by-1, it's...
Do you agree with this decision?
It's tough to say because at this point, I guess it doesn't really matter. He's got a player pushing up on him. Trying to remember, he's got one platform left here. Big play there.
Oh. He didn't pick up any materials, so he's only got 4 walls he can build. There you go. Ninja cannot build for the rest of this fight.
Attack shot's coming out. Takes Flower out as well. Another very solid player. And it's time to pick up the goodies. There's a scar in there too. Hopefully he doesn't miss that. The purple scar behind him.
How many materials? That player had 500 plus wood. Ninja is back in the game,
and
folks.
we're back. There it is. We'll see.
Did he had to have seen the scar.
He had to
go back.
I hope he saw the scar.
He's got the pump. Is he going to run the 2 shotgun?
Probably. I mean, he got eliminated by it previously. There we go. There's the scar. Pick it up. He got eliminated by it previously. I think there's no reason to not run it, especially in a game like this where the goal is to win. Yeah, he wants to put on a show, and believe me, he will. But something like this, an opportunity for both a blue pump and a blue tack, it would be unwise of him to bypass. I think the revolver at this point is kind of the superfluous weapon. It's not necessary, especially because he has the purple scar. And we're back to sitting at the top of the tower. 28 left, and the zone is about to close. So we'll see where this thing ends up next if he has to move. And he's still safe. You can see on the mini-map.
Yep.
He's right on the edge there. He can start. He can kind of, we call it edge lording. Protect the west edge of the circle. Players are going to have to move in because of the storm closing. So he's in a confident spot there. Building the trap to kind of keep the top of the tower defended. Maybe somebody comes in on a launch pad, something like this. And he's still safe. Even taking time here,
wow.
hands off the keyboard and mouse, taking a drink.
He's watching. I think he's just watching other players.
Somebody is very upset at your tower there, Ninja. You're going to have to say hello before the attack. Little swap there. Ball damage takes Jake out. Good try, Jake.
You know
Better
what?
luck next time.
Jake had a medkit for him, so
He did.
that'll put him back up to 150 hit points. One thing to take note of, no real, I guess you could say, power weapon right now for Ninja in his arsenal.
Yeah.
No rockets as he's been trying to look for. No sniper this game. How does that change how he's got to take on these fights?
He can't be nearly as aggressive as he typically would be. Once you get something that can deal a lot of damage and eliminate structure at the same time, your playstyle can kind of change. If he had a grenade launcher or rockets, even just hand grenades, it'd give him the opportunity to, if he saw something going up or saw a player that was potentially going to get defensive, he could just knock it down. But right now, Scar spam is his best option for eliminating a building. And really intelligent players are going to be on top of closing up almost immediately. So he's not in a good spot to push. The other thing, he's sitting on top of the tower, and you have to remember, he's playing for the win too. Yeah. If he closes out on one of these games, not only does the bounty for the next game roll over and go up by $2,500, but $2,500 goes to the Alzheimer's Association, which is huge.
You know what is the biggest difference between a normal Ninja stream and this one? He's yet to plug his Twitch Prime.
That's true. Listen, Chad, have you heard about Twitch Prime?
Is it possible to get some chapstick, dude?
Also, can I get some chapstick, please?
I don't know if anyone, I don't really care.
I think you just said Chaparino.
Someone else's, as long as they're
Someone
healthy.
Ninja,
that would be awesome, though.
If I had mine right now, I'll let you know, chat, I would hurl it from the caster booth down at him.
I don't think he would have the hand-eye coordination to catch it.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would.
But now Ninja, you can tell just how nervous he is about the enemies. Looking for Chapstick. He spotted a player hiding in the bush.
Thinking potentially that player does have Chapstick. He's going to go for the elimination here. Another 23 tap, 23 tap. No shield left on target.
The player just thinks he's going to stop shooting at him.
He hasn't even shot him in the first place. He was crouching in a bush.
He did, yeah, and he didn't move after getting hit.
Can we get a check? Is that a mobile player that he's shooting at right now?
Playing on an iPhone 4.
4S, please.
Mom's iPhone 4S.
Mom's iPhone 4S.
Perfect.
Shout out to Mom.
And there's another player at his back, north 15.
There we go. Now, I'm going to be real with you. Kind of taking Tapfire at 2 players at the same time like that, especially ones that were basically opposite direction, were that wasn't maybe the best decision. However, because like you said, see that guy building up the little 1-by? It's a 1-floor 1-by. That's the player. Northeast is the one that he has to worry about because the one to the southwest does not appear. It doesn't look like a challenge.
Kind of the lesser of two evils.
Exactly.
Right now.
Exactly.
And I think he just spotted a third. Too,
Here's the other thing. If we were playing duos right now, he'd be screaming at me for shooting both directions back to back like that. But this situation, like I said, not bad. No shield on that guy.
Now keep in mind the damage fall off. There's a major difference from engaging with a Scar from previous patches to now. That used to be 35 damage a hit from this range.
Yep.
Now it's hitting for what? High 20s, maybe 20. 27, 28 instead of hitting
like he threw a wet sock at that guy. That's about how much damage it did.
Paper mache bullets, as I'll say.
Exactly.
So that's a complete game because he doesn't have a sniper.
Even without the snipe, though, you saw he spots the target outside the zone, taking shots with the Scar. There we go. There's some shield. Headshot there. And Jimbo World, goodbye, my friend. 132 meters.
Explain to maybe a new viewer at home why he's not just full spraying.
So Bloom in a game like this, you can see even here the little reticle in the center of the screen.
Wow.
There we go. Another long range. 7 kills. Get some Chapstick.
And there's
the assist.
Can we get an applause for Jess?
Big plays from Jess. Big plays.
That might be the most important part of this game 3 so far. Forget the 7 kills he has. The Chapstick usage.
So Bloom, you see there, if he's tapping, he has a better chance. The cone of accuracy is smaller the longer you sit, the more you sit still. If you're crouched, that kind of thing. And if he's trying to hit the really, really long-range shots, especially headshots, you have to pace him.
The next zone is still safe for him.
Getting pinged every time.
He is very much on the edge. So the odds of him remaining safe after that zone, a little bit less than the ones we saw earlier on. 1 minute left until the storm begins to move. Ninja, this is the final game of Heat 1. After this, we'll take a little bit of a breather, reset, get all new players on in for their chance to take down the man himself, Ninja. As you can see, he's locked in. He hears shots right now. Already 7 eliminations this game alone. I'm wondering if Blind is still alive out there. I don't see him right now on any of our spectator feeds, but we're down to our top 14 players in this one.
Trying to go for a YouTube highlight reel clip there. Long-range revolver shot.
But we have received confirmation that Blind is still in the game. Are you kidding me?
Going for the 3-peat.
He could win $10,000 in 3 Fortnite games. Ninja probably responding to a text from Drake as he focuses back on up. Again, now the storm moving in. He will be right on the edge of this one. Most likely will have to leave his little safe haven here. Dr. Lupa, that's safe to say?
Absolutely. To an extent, I'm almost hoping, both for his sake, because sitting on top of this tower, people are going to know that there's somebody in there. You see the walls aren't damaged up. It's still fresh, and it's still in the zone. So he's kind of exposing his location just by being there. You see Blind in the feed getting a shotgun kill. A number of the players that have lasted to the end of the previous rounds are all still here.
Do you think Ninja's reading the kill feed and seeing Blind still in there?
Potentially.
Right? And going like, what is this man doing?
Could it be mind games at this point? Who knows? Going for a revolver shot. Takes a couple. Just waiting for a little bit of exposure there. That player building a wall as they're pushing across.
And that only did 22.
The damage drop off with some of these weapons is rough. At that point, he's better off using the Scar.
Right? But is he trying to, yeah, I guess is he, I mean, they use the same ammo too. It's not even like you can make an argument for that, but let's reset the stage now for people. 5 seconds on the Storm. Where will it end up? Ninja's entire next movements will depend on where this next zone is.
Go.
Not safe.
Time to move, my friend.
Not safe. Okay, now does he try to push someone out? He doesn't have a jump pad this game. Does he push this guy out? Does he try to just avoid this fight?
It depends. 150 HP total is enough to feel confident. I mean, any shield, if you're full health, is good. But you see here, there's a little bit of an exchange there. He knows who's in front of him now. Valster. He's just going to spam the Scar shots, and we have both POVs on the screen now. You can see Valster's building, trying to keep a wall up between the two of them, because he's got to move too. He's right at the edge of the zone, so neither of them is in a confident position. It's kind of like a who moves first.
To remind viewers at home, Valstrik in game 1 had 8 kills.
Yeah.
He was a monster. He's absolutely a talented player. So Ninja going to go ahead and reposition. Could have a fight here in the next few moments. 1 minute until the Storm begins to push again. Ooh, extra medium ammo. He only, oh, sorry, that was heavy ammo. He got 24 from it. I thought he was trying to loot some more ammo for his assault rifle. Back to full screen Ninja here. This man has not said a word because he is just so focused.
I don't think I've seen him this locked in on a game of Fortnite, maybe ever.
If you've ever met Ninja, for him to be silent for this long, I'm going to go play the lottery after this.
It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. You got to choose to move northeast, kind of away from the other player. And you see all these structures. There's a reason they call it Fortnite, right? I mean, we've got stuff coming up all over the map from everybody that's left. 9 left in the game. 27 seconds before it's time to move for sure. But he's getting ahead of it, trying to get a good position. That'll kind of lead to more confident play, right? Even if he's building up into a tower, any opportunity he has to play smart is good.
Talk to me a little bit about why he just keeps randomly jumping. Why is that so important when maneuvering out in the open field?
Probably one of the most asked questions on Twitch if you're watching a Fortnite stream. We'll say 2 of them. One is, Ninja, why are you jumping around all the time while you move? Well, there are people that use sniper rifles pretty consistently, and if you're running in a straight line, you're predictable. Anything you can do to vary up your movement like that, you'll see him kind of, sometimes he'll zigzag a little bit. You might even see him drop a dance move or 2 while he's moving. I don't blame him looking like he does right now in the suit, but it's to throw off people that are trying to just get a really quick look shot.
Here we
He's
go.
got middle of the build fight here. We got Brick going down.
Someone was shooting at him from behind as well.
Up and down, trying to dodge.
Oh, this player just fell to his death.
He just fell to his death.
And now look at this look for Ninja. He gets the gold scar.
There's a deagle.
Oh,
Shot
no.
behind.
He's been baited. He's got 2 minis. This will put him back up to a little bit over 100 HP.
Yeah.
This is Valstrik.
That same player from before that they kind of had a back and forth, and they're just playing at the very edge of the zone. This is going to be a tough one to sneak in. Still inside the zone. A big build going up here, trying to play defensive, trying to get it. Oh, as we said before, elevation is almost everything, and quick building will get you elevation. Just trying to stay above his target.
I think Ninja decided not to pursue that kill even more because the next Storm circle popped, and now he knows he's safe here.
He's king.
He's king. He's got he will have the Storm at his back. He knows he's got high ground positioning. He doesn't need to do anything right now, and I think this is going to work out for him. This is the closest he's been yet to taking home a victory. Remember, if he wins $2,500 to the Alzheimer's Association, very near and dear to Ninja, very charity focused as well. That's why he's such a great ambassador for the gaming community, but he's going to go ahead and engage on the person just straight ahead, East 105 from him. This looks like an all-out ramp rush.
You notice even while taking shots from the top up here, he's still doing a little bit of a wiggle dance, doesn't want to get sniped. A bolt action to the head could end this real quick. That player he's shooting at is also getting built on from the east side. You see the second set of ramps going up. We've got a pinch situation here for this person in the middle, and they're, I think, just kind of trying to look for a way out at this point.
There's 3 players focusing on this person in the middle map.
Honestly, looking at this right now, I would if I were in the same game as him, if we were playing duos, I would tell him to stop teaming with that person that's sitting in the back. Because holy cow, they're both trying to laser him down at the same time.
Well, it looks like, oh, was that Blind?
Blind going down.
The only way Blind winds up dying is when he gets shot at by literally everyone left in the lobby. They all just teamed up. They realized where he was.
Big shout out to Blind for knocking out the first 2 games. Looks like game 3 didn't play out the same way, but
still a great showing. 2 firsts and a top 7. So tense right now. Again, the beauty of this for Ninja is he knows he has a storm at his back. The player just below.
Drop a tower out. Thinking maybe there's somebody still up there.
Will he regret this decision? That's the first thing popping through my mind.
The build-up, he's given up kind of the high ground on that target now. He's taking out the tree. You can see him smacking it out. There we go. Just trying to get vision on where Ninja was, not realizing who he is up against.
Whiffs the pump shot. Again, back in the build battle. There's weakening the player. Ninja should have the health advantage now. You can see on the right side of your screen, he's at just 51 total HP, but high ground. Going back on over to his opponent. Ninja staying as active as possible. He is right on the edge of this next zone. Materials starting to run lower and lower.
The Rockets start coming into a little bit of a little tension raised there. Maybe the blood pressure goes up a little bit. But honestly, a player like Ninja, who's been in, I mean, he has a history of tourney play in a number of different games. It sets him up for an event like this in a pretty big way. Now that we've got a number of structures going up too.
Do you think right now he's regretting his decision to drop down? Or is he?
Honestly, it would make me a little nervous.
Right?
He's got 7 kills. There's 6 left, and so he can at least make a statement about his play so far. You see him looking through, as he was talking about earlier, the edit just to be able to make those clear, so we can see through for targets.
He just heard the jump pad go off. He now knows the player just above him is gone. He's going to use this time to try to build himself a safe 1-by-1. He might actually get aggressive. Ninja's just going to go for this right here. Top 5 scenario, looking for his 8th kill of the game, and there it is.
Ulster going down to build to save himself, and Rockets coming out.
Ninja top 3
situation.
1 versus 1 versus 1. The crowd now getting even more behind him. The dream isn't dead.
I expect the crowd to go nuts if we get into a 1v1. I'm just saying. Taking shots, seeing if there's a target sitting at the very edge of the zone out there, just kind of mining away at what was built up.
At this point, it's the typical watch every bush. Every bush is threatening.
Exactly.
But look at his materials right now, Lupo. He's got to begin to think, if he doesn't catch on to that, oh, he sees the player above him.
This might be a good opportunity to try. If he can plan this right, he can drop the player if they land on top into his box.
Out.
His building going out, burning through what's left of his materials. He's got under 200. That's less than 20 platforms to place. Again, the trap play. I think he might be trying to get a little cheeky with this, not going to lie. Looking out through the wall. See him through the wall up top, trying to knock the brick out and get a little bit of damage dealt on the player underneath the ramp.
He can now only build 13, whatever, 13 walls, ramps, floors. That is not enough by any means.
Spots him, the rocket. 1v1 situation, shotgun from above.
Ninja down to just 59 HP. He's panic building now. No healing. Low on materials. This would be a miracle if Ninja can win this game. He's going to build up, but no!
The rocket to finish.
Dude. Oh, he's so weak, dude.
76. Saint with the win.
What an ending there, folks. Make some noise for a wonderful first heat.
A lot of really solid plays there. Ninja played out of his mind towards the end.
Ninja, great moments there, my friend. You said GG. Just not enough at the end.